Happy Vlogmas day 2, 3. 3? 3. Happy Vlogmas day 3, everyone.
I'll be stoned for Christmas.
It is ornament day. I'm going to show you guys all the ornaments I made today. But first, before we get to the ornament making portion of this video, I would like to show you the Advent. So let's do Advent together before. Gotta do Advent. Starting off with this Big Daddy. It's Vlogmas Day 3. Let's keep this in mind. It's Vlogmas Day 3. It's Vlogmas Day 3, but it is December 2nd. So let's keep that in mind, okay? All right, what do we have here? It's a heart. Cute. All right, so we're just gonna put her up here. Yeah. All right, cute. If you wanna be happy for a million years. Advent Dame. Let's see, I don't know where the number 2 is. Okay, found it. It's right here, right in the middle of the castle. So you guys are gonna look first again. Are you in there? Yeah. Who is it? It's a tree! Fun! It's like a little island for Moana. Very cute. By the way, that was a pineapple yesterday. I realized that after the fact, it was a pineapple. So let's make it before Soba realizes what's going on. We have a base. It's all about that base. About that base. Okay, so we have a base. And then this goes here, it looks like. Yeah, okay, and then this goes... Everyone calm down. I'm gonna get it. This goes like that. Here comes Soba to ruin everything. That goes like that. Soba, no. Trunk of the tree goes like this. What is this? I don't know what that... Oh, it's like a shell maybe? It's like this little curly Q. Here at the Oz Dust. And then this is gonna go here. The heart of Defeaty is gonna go here. And I think that's it, right? Oh wait, no. Duh. My ear itches. And then we have this one little branch. Cute. All right, I did it. We have a little island. The heart of Defeaty is right there. What do you think, Cody? Cody came to... She gone. She gone. She gone. She'll never stick around long. There it is. Okay, I have some leftover pieces, so I'll have to put those in the basement. But it came with little extra... You can't see it. It came with extra pieces. Okay, so that's all from me today when it comes to Advent. But let's get into making all of my bead ornaments that I made. Trees made out of crepe paper, and then also a pretty big fail when it comes to making felt ornaments. So stick around for that. Enjoy. Bye. Okay, so to make these ornaments, you need beads. I got a lot of my beads from that Goodwill bag of like mystery jewelry that I bought in Florida, I do believe. This is the new cat, by the way. This is the new one. This is Miso. I named her Miso. The Mito girl. Mito girl. I'm naming all my cats after Japanese foods.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
It's okay. I know it's okay. They're literally everywhere! Alright, everyone watch out. I'm gonna go get a broom. No! This is not what we wanted. Definitely cat food in there. Okay, I'm just gonna voice over from now on, from this point on, while we're doing this. And let's get into it. This is the 22 gauge wire I used. I would recommend 22 or lower because you're gonna double it up within the bead. I measured to 20 inches and then found the center of this wire. That will be where we put the center of the bow. For the center of the bow, we're gonna use a bigger hold wire because you will double up this wire inside of that bead.
and then just start stringing on your beads on the side. I think it's a prereq that you have a cat that just messes with you the entire time. But I use these crystal beads, and I recommend using an odd number whenever you do this section because you want it to look more fluid. Whenever it's an even number, they're too even. Then you're going to fish this wire through the center of your center bead. This is going to make your loops of your bow. If you can see, I just pull it right through, and then it literally makes your bow immediately. It's very convenient. There we go. And then from here, you're just going to put on your, however long you want the little hanging down parts of your bow to be. So that's up to you and however you want it. And then once you find out the length that you want, you're going to want to use some jewelry pliers. I have these like pointed edge ones, which I really use a lot. And then these like more alligator clip type. I used both, so I would recommend both. I fold off one edge of this to ensure that it doesn't move. And then I kind of just eyeball where I think is a good place to cut. Maybe like a half an inch maybe up. And then I take the needle nose pliers and I kind of just roll down and making these little tiny loops, and I pull at the same time because that way it like secures the bow more. So you're gonna roll and pull, and it makes these little tiny little rolly edges that hold the bead in place. For me, this is what I found that works best for me. There's probably a better method out there. I just don't know that method. But so you're just going to take it, pull it, and roll. And just keep doing that until you get cute little ends. And honestly, it worked out really well for me for all of them. So as you can see, I just pull and roll. And then you have your bow. And then we're going to add on our little loop that's going to secure it to the tree. I kind of just like took a, I don't know, maybe 4 to 5 inch sized piece of wire and then just pulled it around. Now again, there's probably a better way, and if you use not green wire and whatever, I just used what I had in my repertoire already. But yeah, you're just gonna pull it around the edges and just secure it on there however you want, and then here we go. And just like that, super simple, easy, you have yourself a very cute bow. And if you have a bunch of beads that you're looking to get rid of or to use them for something, I think this is a really good use of your beads. And they looked really cute on the tree. I love them. Yes, big fan. I think they look darling. I made a bunch of different variations from pearls to crystal to these big wooden beads, and they all looked really cute. All right, let's get right into the beaded stars. You're going to measure out 60 inches. As you can see here, I messed up and only did 30. Do as I say, not what I do. 60 inches of string. You want to use like a thicker string and a crafting needle, or things you're going to need, and 25 beads. Whether they're all one color or 3 different colors, you're going to want 10, 10, and 5. You're going to lace up your, okay, we got a hissing cat. Okay, sorry about that. You're going to take your first 10 beads and go ahead and put those on your string and find the center of that string. And make sure they're even on each side. And then you're going to take your needle and go through the top of the first bead on the other side. And lace that through so you get yourself a perfect circle. From there, you're going to take the next 2 colored beads, your next set of 10, and you're going to lace on 2 and then skip over your next one and lace that one in. So that way you're going to have, basically make like a little crown for one of your beads, just like this. And you're going to continue this on until you have all 10 beads on. So you're going to lace the 2, skip over 1, and then lace it through the next one, as you can see. So we're going to skip and lace. And you want to do this counterclockwise. So whatever side that your needle is on, just continue that around all the way until you have all 10 on. And then from here, you're going to take your needle off the shorter side of the string and put it on the long side of the string. As you can see, they're 2 different sizes. So you're going to go ahead and thread that on there. And then you're going to go clockwise this way and go through the very first brown, as you can see here, bead. And so as you can see, the string should be a lot longer if they were 60 inches. I'll show you with some YouTube magic at the end. But then you're going to put lace on your point or your third color, your 5, and then lace that through your second bead. And then here's where it gets a little tricky. You're going to do the next 2. So you're going to do through the light brown one and then the dark brown. So it goes right up. You want to hide the string as much as possible. So as you can see, it goes right up. And then you're going to go ahead and lace that next white bead on and then continue that on until you get to your last point. And from here, you're going to take your needle and put it on your other piece of string and then lace that through that final bead. As you can see, my strings got longer here. But then you're going to put both pieces of string onto your needle and then lace on your very last bead. And then there you have your star. Does that make sense? And then you're going to go ahead and tie this off. I just use like this slip knot type thing and just like shimmy it down. Don't do that. Just shimmy it down to the end. And then I do this about like 3 times to make sure that my knot is big enough. And then I just tie it off this way. I saw other people tying them off differently and making it look cuter. I can't do it like that. Mine kept moving and getting too big, so I did it like this. And there you go. You have your little ornament. It's so cute. I love these a lot. They're made with like crystal-y beads. They're so pretty, especially on the tree like this one. They like really shimmer, and I really, really love them. But the beaded ones, the wooden beaded ones, are very, very cute too. Big fan. 10 out of 10. All right, let's get into these crepe paper trees. I got this crepe paper off of Amazon, and then you're going to make a template. So you're going to take 2 pieces of, I use computer papers as cardstock, and you're going to tape them together long ways, hot dog ways, and you're going to measure 2 inches to 1 inch, and then connect the lines, and then make like a template like that. That's the template I made. I don't know if it's correct, but it worked out for this really well. And then you're going to measure out your crepe paper to the length of do it a little bit longer than this. I would recommend after doing this, I would recommend doing it just maybe a little bit longer than the actual piece of paper. Then you're just going to trace out your template onto your crepe paper and then cut that out. And those will give you the start of your tree, basically. But also recommended having a cat that just messes with you. And actually this crepe paper, I thought it was more like streamer paper, but it can withstand my cat attacking it without ripping. So it's not streamer paper. And then from here, you're just going to cut little like flaps or these little flappies all the way up. So you're just going to do hundreds of these little cuts forever and ever until your hand hurts and you can't feel them any longer. And then you're going to do it 4 more times on 4 different other pieces of paper. Okay? But it's going to look like this, kind of like a little luau skirt afterwards. And then we're going to use some dowel rods. These are the ones I use.
Good night, New York!
Gotta use the dowel rods as drumsticks. Gotta. So we took some A6000 glue and glued down the 2 inch towards the end. I just measure up the length of the 2 inch, and then that's where I start my gluing process. And yeah, you just take a little glue, and then you just wrap the crepe paper up the piece of wood, the dowel rod. I don't know what the hell these are called. And honestly, the verdict is still out on whether or not we think these are cute. I guess they look better in a group, but I'm going to start talking to you guys here in real time. So, see ya.
Okay, we're in the garage because to do the base of these trees, I have these like little pieces of wood. They're 3 inches across and like they're really thin. They're like balsa wood. These are just from Michael's. We're gonna put a hole in the center, okay? Okay, so we're gonna measure the middle. I have this and this. So there's 1.5, 1.5, and somewhere in the middle here. How do you find the center? Guess? Okay, so just guess, I guess. You can't even see what I'm drawing. I don't know, but I'm just going with this hole right here. I have two different sizes here that are, one smaller than the other, but they're like right next to each other on the thing. So we're gonna try it. I'm doing it in my garage though so I can put it on the concrete. You wanna lock it in place. We're gonna go downtown to Chinatown. I'm gonna put it down, okay? Then we're just gonna drill in. And then drill out. Ooh, I can already tell it's not gonna be thick enough. Here's a pink one I made the other day. They are not the best looking. I hope they'll like fluff them up a little bit and they'll look better. I don't know, whenever I saw them online, I was like, oh, those could be cute. But guess what, guys? They're not. We'll see what happens after we're done. Just trust the process. Don't judge before we even know. We're not even finished yet. Okay, lock in place. Bigger size. Let's see if this fits. No, I need to go even bigger, dude. We did 9/64s and 5/32s. So now we're doing 11/64s. I hate fractions. All right, is this gonna fit? No. All right, cool. This size has to. We're just gonna move our way up. Now we're at 3/16. Okay, last try. Because it can't be that next one. That next one's huge. Okay. Oh, that worked. That worked. Yay. Oh, that was fun. Okay. All right, let me do the rest of these. Here at the Oztest. I can't just have these be this color. So I brought up some paint from the basement. I literally have my entire craft room up on this floor. So tomorrow's gonna be a doozy, taking everything back downstairs. But I'm going to go through those and sand them. Like all these sharp little jagged edges on the back. I don't know if you can see those or not. It's a little washed out, but I'm just gonna sand those off, and then I'm going to paint them. I'm gonna paint the green ones like this darker brown, and I'm gonna paint, I have like this hot pink, and then I have a light pink that I made these the other day, and I'm gonna do one of these colors. I have light mocha, I have khaki, and then I just have white.
And here's the final product. I don't think they look bad when they're together in a group. One by one, individually, they're kind of meh. But they're not terrible together you need a lot. But let's get into my failed felt ornaments. The amount of time and effort I put into these is a shame because they turned out really bad. But I started off with going on Cricut to find ornament shapes. Really, you don't need to do all this. You just need to go to the side over here that has the shapes and just pick out shapes from here, because this right here is a waste of time where I like did all this splicing to like cut off the top. Like this was just a waste of time. But I did do the splicing. I did cut everything out on my Cricut using the felt acrylic option. So that way you use your rotary tool. I find this to be better than just the normal felt. It never really cuts whenever I use just like the regular knife. So the rotary tool is definitely necessary for this if you're going to cut them out using your Cricut. Here's what it looks like. And I love this little the rotary thing. You can do so much with it. But you're just going to put that in and let it rip. I did 3 colors. I did this salmon color. I did a light pink. And then I did a hot pink. All of which look terrible. They're not good. I think if I would have went in with more of a precise game plan, I had one inspo pic I'll put up on the screen right now that I was going off of, and then I saw some other ones which weren't really what I was wanted to do, but I'm going to revisit this one day because what I turned up with was terrible. But just enjoy this part where I'm just like peeling, because this is the best part about doing the Cricut is this. Yeah. Perfect. want to keep this music on because I fancy it. But here's what I ended up with. Terrible. You can't tell me that any of these are cute. I do think the colors are off. I think my options are off. I think everything was off. This one's the only decent one that I finished. Bad. Bad, and you know it, and I know it. And we can move on from this and never talk about it again, okay? Okay.
I'm gonna call this vlog right now because I have to go and edit this vlog. So I will talk to you guys later, and I'll see you tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 3. Bye.